What is gravy, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Many things have happened over the last 13 years. An entire console generation came and went, I finally read a book, and the console wars came to a slow but inevitable end. Actually, Pete, things are just as bad as ever. Well, one thing that definitely didn't happen though, is I still didn't finish Bioshock. Until now. That's right, it only took me 2 console generations, but I finally hauled myself through Rapture and came out the other side. And let me tell you, this game has placed itself firmly among my all-time favourites. But that's enough rambling, let's get to it. So straight away, there are 10 trophies that are guaranteed just for finishing the story, but in reality you're going to unlock a hell of a lot more than this on your first run, because a lot of the trophies are for doing a specific in-game thing just once. Hacked your first safe? Trophy. Upgraded a weapon? Trophy. Shocked an enemy that was stood in some water? You better believe there's a trophy. The grind, if you can call it that, is that you need to do each of these actions over and over again. Perform 50 hacks. Invent 100 items. Invent all ammo types. Fully upgrade every weapon. And of course, what game would be complete without collectibles? In Bioshock, there are 122 audio diaries. 122! And some of them are even missable, because there's 2 areas in the game that you can't get back to once you've left. Why? You also need to unlock every plasmid slot, every tonic slot. You need to collect or invent 58 of said tonics, and my personal favourite, max out all possible research with the camera. For the most part, this is pretty straightforward, as there's no shortage of enemies in the game even once you've finished it. But for the love of God, please make sure you take pictures of turrets and cameras, because these things do not respawn, and hacked ones don't count. I repeat. Take pictures of turrets and cameras. You'll thank me later. I'd also focus on the little sisters as well, as I'm pretty sure they are one and done, so once you've either harvested or rescued them, that's it, they're gone. After this, congratulations! You've done all of the long-winded stuff. Now there's just a few miscellaneous ones for winning the jackpot on a slot machine in Fort Frolic. Just keep reloading a save, you'll get it. Saving all of the little sisters, which in my opinion is more beneficial because you get more goodies from it. And of course, entering the private quarters of everyone's favourite sadistic artist, Sander Cohen. I'll give you a quick run through of what that entails, but there's guides everywhere so you'll be fine. Number 1. Do not kill him in Fort Frolic. I know it's tempting, but we need him alive. Number 2. Play through the game until you get to Olympus Heights. Number 3. Once you're in Olympus Heights, head to the Mercury Suites and enter his apartment. It's pretty obvious which one it is. Number 4. Kill the 2 dancing splicers that are in his apartment. Number 5. Wait for the git to emerge and then kill him. Number 6. Take a selfie with him, cause trophy. Number 7. Enter his private room. Don't forget there is an upgrade station in there. Make sure you use it. Then if you're really bothered, you can take the key you get off him back to Fort Frolic and unlock the chest that's there. But that's not really necessary. And that's basically it for the trophy list in... Hey. Yes? Aren't you forgetting something? No, I don't think so. Are you sure about that? Oh. Yes, we can't escape it. As with Kina, all good things must then come around to roundhouse you in the face. I am, of course, talking about the I Chose the Impossible trophy, which requires you to beat the game's highest difficulty without using checkpoints. Just let that sink in. Now there is a pretty solid glitch that essentially nullifies any challenge for this trophy, because it lets you play on any difficulty right up until the end. You still can't use the checkpoints, but it's there. However, I decided to try and brave this difficulty myself to see what all the crap was about, and let me tell you, it wasn't that bad. The main reason I found this rather simple is that you can do this on a New Game Plus playthrough. So if you'd already completed everything else, then you can start this run with the full arsenal. You still have to get through the starting section of the game, and trust me, that first enemy can absolutely wreck you. But after that, you have access to all of your endgame weapons and abilities, which means you're as powerful as you're ever going to be, and best of all, you can ignore the big daddies. Unless you really want to. As for the lack of checkpoints, just be diligent with your save files, and you probably won't notice any difference. I didn't. Besides, by this point, you've played through the game once already, you've done a lot of running around, you're probably familiar enough that you won't have any issues. My only real advice would be to make use of the healing items that are in the world, like the food, wherever possible, and hack everything. Trust me, it'll make things a lot simpler. And then when you finally reach the end, assuming you didn't play on hard the first time, you'll unlock not 1, but 4 trophies. Plus that beautiful shiny platinum. So while this game does have its grind and certainly its difficulty, it's hard to argue that it's one of the most well-crafted settings in all of gaming. Existing in Rapture is equal parts breathtaking and harrowing. And getting the Platinum Trophy never detracts from that sense of immersion. As long as you keep your eye out for the missables and stay stocked up on hypos, you're in for one hell of a journey. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know down below if you have this Platinum or if you're going to give it a go, because I would highly recommend it. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like, it does help me out a ton, and subscribe to stay up to date with everything that is on the horizon. And I shall catch you all next time.